Hi, my name is Jeff Carter. I serve as president of Bethany Theological Seminary in Richmond, Indiana. I'm now in my 10th year as president, and it's an honor to provide this video for the Mission and Ministry Board meeting in October. Look forward to answering questions you might have about the seminary and our work together. I want to share three things. One, about our students and enrollment. We are again at more than 100 students. We're at 107 students for this fall semester, and it just shows continued growth and momentum for the seminary. We have doubled the student body in the last 5 or 6 years, and we're continuing on a path of continued growth. We're seeing growth in the majority of our programs, particularly in the Master of Arts in Theopoetics and Writing, as well as the Master of Arts in Spiritual and Social Transformation. When looking at the MDiv, our MDiv program is primarily Church of the Brethren, which is very positive. It means that those seeking an MDiv are looking to serve the church, either in pastoral ministry or some other function. And in that program, the MDiv continues to be primarily Church of the Brethren. The MATW, the Master of Arts in Theopoetics and Writing, is largely ecumenical. So the growth that the seminary's experienced over the last few years has moved in all directions. Our students, more ecumenical, a broader swath of the larger church, and those programs tend to be in Theopoetics and Writing in the Master of Arts in Spiritual and Social Transformation. You're also seeing a diversity in the background of our students. We have more students that are coming directly out of college, so our student body is getting younger, and slowly there is greater diversity. The positive piece is that we're continuing year over year having continued growth, and so there are times in seminary life where there may be a year or two that are higher than others, but for Bethany, it is a continued pattern of growth. You've heard me say before that seminaries in America are deeply challenged. It used to be that a seminary every 3 or 4 months would move, merge, or close, and that's changed. It is every other month a seminary in America moves, merges, or closes. That's significant, and yet Bethany continues to find greater growth and vitality, largely in part to our innovative program and our recruitment strategies. And so, very positive. The second piece I'd like to highlight is technology. So part of our growth is also the improvement of technology. We've spent the last year improving our technology spaces. So we added a technology space in our gathering area, which makes activities like Coffee with Carter on Thursday available to all of our students, no matter where they're located. We had 2 technology classrooms with large flat panel screens and cameras and microphones, and all of that has been upgraded, and an additional sound barrier was placed between the rooms. So not only is it the technology that's being improved, but also the building for use of technology. We took our large classroom, Classroom 40, and we modified that into a technology room as well. We've been using that a great deal for meetings, so faculty meetings and other meetings, so that folks can come into the seminary virtually and be a part of the community. That can also be used as a classroom, and it has the functional use of a divider, so it can actually turn into 2 classrooms. So we've gone from having 2 tech rooms to now 3 tech rooms, if you divide it, 4, and we've got a technology space in the gathering area as well in the President's Conference Room. The building at large is being enhanced for technology. This is 1 for classes, but 2 just for functionality. We're able to bring trustees in at a distance, and students at a distance, and then employees at a distance, which helps to build a greater sense of community and cohesions. So technology enhancements. One of the pieces of always being nimble and thinking ahead is we're going to begin renovating one of the classrooms with the latest and greatest technology. You know, technology changes. That's why there's a new smartphone every year. And so we're going to take one room and use it as a beta testing area where we enhance it, we wait about a year, and then we enhance that room again, and then see what works, and then go to another room and enhance it, so that we're always into a cycle of innovation. We're moving from a one and done type of mentality to continuing innovation with technology and using our rooms in a rotating fashion. So thinking long term, because as we know, following this pandemic, we are not going to do away with Zoom. It's here to stay, and I'll be connecting in at this meeting via Zoom. And so how do we then take our patterns, well-known, well-worn patterns, and reshape them for the way people are working and worshiping today? So the second piece is technology. One of a side note on that is our students then learn how to use technology, which is needed in churches today. So we hope that the classroom as a laboratory in the manner of their learning will then help them as the students help them as they move out into the world to serve. The third piece, I'm very excited about our new faculty. Dr. Maggie Elwell from Princeton Theological Seminary, received her master's degree and PhD, has joined the Bethany faculty as assistant professor of peace studies. And Dr. Tamisha Tyler from Fuller Theological Seminary is our Louisville postdoc scholar. So Dr. Tyler will be with us for 2 years in a part-time fashion, coming to campus for 2 and 3 weeks at a time. She's a regular part of our faculty, and she will be teaching classes in theopoetics. She got a degree in theopoetics and picked Bethany because we are the only school in the country with a degree. So both Tamisha Tyler and Maggie Elwell, Dr. Tyler and Dr. Elwell, are important additions to the Bethany faculty, and will continue to add richly to, one, our diversity, as well as to the deep learning for our students. Now you're wondering about Scott Holland. Where did Scott go? Well, he retired, but he is emeritus faculty. So he continues to teach for us in theopoetics. So we're continuing to have his strong voice a part of things, as well as these new faculty members. So those are the three things to share. Now, let me share a fourth, kind of a bonus item. You may know that the Lilly Endowment, Eli Lilly Endowment, has awarded Bethany a grant of $1 million. That $1 million is powering a program that is entitled Building Bridges, Facing Division, Embracing Diversity. So you think about what we've gone through over the last 2-3 years in the church, maybe longer, right? These issues that are running around culturally in our world have impacted the church, and so many pastors and congregations have had a difficult time navigating just the political realities of, let's say, COVID, or the elections, or, I mean, you name it. Division is just rampant. So the Bethany is working at a program in 3 ways. One, conversations with pastors and our faculty as to what's happening in the church today, and gleaning from those who are actually out in the field doing the work, and our professors who are teaching a rising generation of pastors. So a conversation there. The second is to enhance our Bethany neighborhood, where our students learn and live together, and adding a service component to it, Jesus in the Neighborhood. And so I love how Karen Duhai, Student Services, she's our Director of Student Development, she said, we've had a housing program with a service component. Now we're going to have a service program with a housing component. And so the Bethany neighborhood, thanks to Dr. Elwell, is being completely revamped with a strong service focus on how do students live in the neighborhood, engage the community, and continue their theological studies together, hoping that will be replicated when they go out to serve the world. So that's the second piece. The first piece, faculty, pastors talking together, new programs developing. The second piece is thinking about the Bethany neighborhood and student service component. And the third piece, partnerships. How can Bethany offer an education larger than the institution? How can we be more diverse today, right? Diversity takes time, but how can we be more diverse today? How can we have greater institutional reach? Why I'd say that happens through partnerships. So we've got a great partnership with New Brunswick Theological Seminary, located at Rutgers in New Jersey. That is a Reformed seminary. They have a number of persons of color, both on faculty as well as students, and we have a really healthy partnership with them. 3 students will be joining us in our Atlanta class that we have in partnership with the Brethren Academy for Ministerial Leadership. And so they'll have 3 students involved in that class in Atlanta. And Bethany is taking care of that cost. And so they're going to offer 2 to 3 spots in their class to Oman, Jordan, and same offer, the cost will be covered. And so this partnership, all of a sudden, it gives us different conversation partners. Our ministry formation class is working with their ministry formation class, so greater theological, racial diversity. And then we've got these actual partnerships where students are studying together on these trips, and then we're thinking about other ways in which we can partner through our programs. So that's one partnership. We partner already with Eastern Mennonite University for the nonprofit leadership portion of the Master of Arts in Spiritual and Social Transformation. We have other partnerships with local seminaries, and we're continuing to think, how do we enrich these partnerships so that they are living relationships, where our students see Bethany offering an education larger than the institution and having opportunities for greater theological, cultural, racial, religious, geographical diversity. So Eli Lilly is helping to fund that with $1 million, and we are in the process of hiring someone to help with the neighborhood as well as get these new programs up and running. We'll know that we are hiring. We just hired Erica Clary to be our social media person part-time, which is exciting. We have our new faculty. We're also hiring someone to help out in our institutional advancement fundraising department. So if you know someone who would like to help out, it's a full-time position, and the location is negotiable. So it could be someone in Virginia or Pennsylvania or Illinois or Colorado working for the seminary. So keep in mind good people that you might know that will partner with Bethany so that the world might flourish. So thanks for your time. Look forward to addressing any questions you might have as we think about the future and as we talk about Bethany Theological Seminary, the largest seminary in the Church of the Brethren, the one founded by the Church of the Brethren. 1905, a rich history, a great tradition, a promising future. Thanks.